Hello, my name's Caden on Ninjago and more, and today we're going to be taking a look at every variant of the Forbidden Five. So of course there are 5 members of the Forbidden Five, and there are 3 variants. We have the cloaked version, the regular version, and then the spectral version. So today we're going to be taking a look at every Forbidden Five member in every variation, so 15 minifigs, starting off with Noct. So firstly, we have this cloaked Noct I got from EMminifigures. Now, all of the cloaked versions are pretty much the same. The face print is kind of a little bit weird. They have no back face print, but the cloak is a pretty cool piece that I don't think LEGO would ever really do. Every piece here is fake. There are no official parts on this minifig. You probably could make this with official parts and then just use a random black cape maybe. However, I think the custom molded cape really adds a lot. All of the Forbidden Five cloaked versions have the same cape, but yeah, here is cloaked Noct. Next up, we've got Spectral Noct, my favourite Forbidden Five minifig. I think giving him the custom cape just looks so cool. Obviously, he doesn't come with that cape in the sets, but he wears it in the show. And yeah, this is just such a cool minifig. The back of him, he does have some back head printing, which was unnecessary, but I think it is such a cool inclusion. And the colour scheme, the black and blue of this guy, yeah, this is probably my favourite Forbidden Five minifig ever. And finally for Noct, we have this Spectral Noct, and this just looks so cool. The transparent blue hands and head just add so much to this minifig. If I get the regular, the official Noct next to him there, and we just get a little bit of focus on them, I mean, yeah, it just looks so cool. It's pretty much just the same minifig, but with different hands and head. However, the translucent pieces just look so cool. They add so much to this minifig, to the spectral versions of all the Forbidden Five. You can buy them for super cheap on EMminifigures. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I would definitely recommend picking them up, as well as the cloaked versions, because, yeah, they are just so cool. Next up, we have Drakes. I'm going in order of when the minifigs were released, and of course, in January this year, we got the Drakes minifig. Now, this minifig, I did buy this hat separate from another listing. It is like the regular hat that Drakes uses, however, it is like twice the size. I did do a YouTube short taking a look at it not too long ago, so if you're interested, I would definitely recommend going on my profile and checking that out. But yeah, this hat adds so much more to the Drakes minifigs. Here we've got the regular Drakes, again with the huge hat, but I think it adds so much having it just be that a little bit more show accurate. I think the regular sized hat, like I said in that YouTube short, which you should definitely go and check out, the regular hat just makes Drakes look a little bit puny when it is supposed to be so big, and this EMminifigs listing just yeah, really adds a lot to this figure for me personally. But yeah, the regular Drakes here is a very nice fig. And then finally here we've got Spectral Drakes. Now again, this looks awesome. Like the Noct, it is just the exact same as the official Drakes minifig, but with a transparent blue head and hands. So you could just get this regular minifig, even if you don't want to buy the fake versions, you could get the official Drakes, put some blue hands on it, and then maybe find an appropriate head. And, maybe like one of the Ice Samurai from the 2019 sets. All of these spectral versions, except for Kerr, just use their regular torso and legs. But yeah, this Spectral Drakes is really cool. I really like Drakes' head with the blue, and somehow the colours on the print, can I move the fig closer? See, I've got a new camera and I don't quite, oh there we go, I just don't know how good this camera is, but it's pretty damn good. It cost me a lot of money, so it better be good. But yeah, somehow the colouring on the prints, they have a transparent blue head. It's a cheap company. You can get the minifig for less than £1, and somehow they managed to print the yellow and the white on the trans blue head perfectly with no issues. Maybe I'm overhyping that a bit too much, but I think that's really cool. The back of it even has the same type of, if we take the hat off, it has the same type of printing as the official Drakes, if I just put him there. So yeah, I think that is really cool, and the Spectral Drakes I would definitely recommend. I'd recommend all of these figures. Next up, we have Zarked, and Zarked is probably one of the most interesting cases because all three versions I have of him use a different piece for the mask. So this is the first one, of course, it is the cloaked one, again using the same face print that all of the cloaked versions use. However, the masked Zarked has, the cloaked Zarked has a more show accurate mask. Here is what it looks like from behind. Very cool. It's all, all the mask is closed off, and then he has some gaps there for him to see out of. Then next to him, we have the regular Zarked, which has the official mask that the figure came with, and then the Otto the minion piece on top. And you can see just how different these masks are. I'm just going to move this cloaked version away so we can take a look at the official Zarked. And I think it looks really cool. I love the printing. I just wish that the printing here actually had something to do with Zarked's character. It would have been cool if maybe he wasn't an animal, but if he was maybe like a spell and the chains on him were kind of, stopping him from being unleashed or something like that. I don't know, I just think it's such a cool print design for a minifig just to be so underutilized. Here's the back of him, of course. We all know Zarked has an alternate face print, the only one of the Forbidden 5 to have that. But yeah, this is a really cool minifig, and this is probably my favourite version of all the Zarked helmets I've got. But here we've got the Spectral Zarked, and you can see the mask is a bit more of a combination between the official one and the show accurate one. So I think a lot of people will probably prefer this one. Me personally, I think this one's my least favourite. I just don't love the look of it. But again, like all of the other Spectral minifigs, it is just the regular Zarked. And what is really cool, even though you can't see the face underneath it, they did go through the effort of giving him that trans blue head, and on the back we even have his alternate face print, which is just so cool. These knockoff custom minifig companies, I think it's a bit of a discredit calling them knockoff companies, because yeah, even though that is what they are, knockoffs imply, cheap, lazily made minifigs, but a lot of these knockoff companies, the minifigs they make are very, very incredible. And yeah, the Spectral Zarked is definitely included in that. Now, for the cloaked rocks, the legs are unfortunately longer. You can't fit short or mid legs with this cloak piece, so you do just have to use. So this is the exact same as the cloaked cur, I guess. Spoiler alert. But yeah, here it is. The hat is really cool to have in this black color since it only exists in brown and blue. But yeah, here is cloaked rocks. Here is the regular rocks. Of course, this is just the same as the official one in the set, but I took the shoulder armor off and gave her a cape to be more show accurate. One thing that does annoy me a little bit with this figure is the fact that if you want to see the full face, which is a really cool face, you have to take the hat off, because with the hat on, if we just put the hat on here, you have to kind of like lean it back to see the eyes. But no, the back of it's cool. It has the same sort of printing as Noct, and yeah, I really like, especially I also like the mid legs. This is the first ever Ninjago minifig to have mid legs, so yeah, I really like this rocks minifig. And yeah, finally we've got Spectral Rocks. This minifig also uses mid legs, but the face is, you can see if I bring it closer and then change the focus. God, I love this new camera. I love how good the focus is. But yeah, the face is printed slightly lower down so you can see it under the hat. The hat piece is also, if I get so this is the real hat piece, and then this is the knockoff hat. It is slightly, the fake one is slightly smaller. And how does it look? From there, it looks pretty much the same, but in hand, you can tell this one is a little bit smaller. Sorry, the fake one is a little bit smaller. Let me just... there we go. Oh, this new camera is so cool. I'm so excited with it. But yeah, here is the Spectral Rocks. I added the cape. It does come with the shoulder armor if you buy it off EMminifigures. But the face is really cool. The torso and legs and whatnot, if I get the official torso and legs, yeah, they are identical, same colours and everything. So you could just get another official one and put the Ice Emperor head on it if you want. But I think, to be honest, I mean, unless you have like a die-hard vendetta against fake minifigs, you should definitely get on EMminifigures, get, you know, if you have a spare $10, $15 lying about, you can buy all of these, and yeah, you will definitely not regret it. And the final member of the Forbidden Five here, we have Kerr. Again, this is just the exact same minifig as Rox. When you buy this on EMMinifigs, you actually just have to buy 2 of this one, because there's no separate listing for Rox. It is literally the exact same minifig. Here we've got the official Kerr minifig. Finally, I have been waiting months for this minifig. I got it for my birthday, which was on Sunday. I mean, yeah, I'm so happy to finally have this minifig. Locked behind a £90 set is very annoying, but the actual minifig itself is so cool. Let's just bring it closer there, and there we go. Yeah, the fact that it's got arm printing is so cool. If I can stand it on its side and then focus like that. Yeah, this is such a cool minifig. Is it worth, you know, is it worth buying a £90 set just for this minifig? Absolutely not. Wait for Bricklink or a magazine or Lego, not Pick-a-Brick, build a minifig. Oh, no, yeah, it's Pick-a-Brick, isn't it? Wait for Pick-a-Brick, although Pick-a-Brick don't really have Ninjago pieces anymore. But yeah, no, this minifig is so cool. The arm printing is something that Ninjago uses very rarely, so the fact that a random member of the Forbidden Five got it is so cool. Even though she only had, you know, 4 or 5 lines throughout the entire show, the fact that she got arm printing and such a detailed minifig is really cool. The only issue I have with Kerr, I think, is that the color scheme does not match the rest of the Forbidden Five. If we get a couple of random Forbidden Five minifigs here, I just got Drix and Rox, it's quite clear to see that they go for a primarily black aesthetic, and then Kerr barely has any black printing except for the outlines on her bandages and stuff. So yeah, I don't really like that fact. But the sorry Kerr. Yeah, the minifig, the detailing on it is so nice. The back head print there. Let me just take that off there. Yeah, you can see, like, is that like worms coming out of her? Coming out of her skull. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but whatever it is, it looks so cool, and I am so happy to finally have this minifig. And then the final figure for the video is Spectral Kerr. Now, this figure is so cool. If I get the actual Kerr here, you can see all of the lime green printing, which I guess is Kerr's zombie skin, has been changed to translucent blue. It is well, translucent blue pieces, all of the light blue printing on the minifig skin. If I zoom in like crazy here, and then we move the original Kerr out of the way, I mean, yeah, this minifig is just so cool. And I've said that about every single minifig this video, but the trans blue printing is just absolutely awesome. There we go. I'm still getting the hang of this new camera, so this video is kind of a bit of a test for me, so you'll have to be a bit patient. But yeah, no, the Spectral Kerr is awesome, especially when compared to the real Kerr. Of course, I think the real Kerr is a lot better, but the Spectral one, the knockoff one, does a really good job. The back print in there still has those weird, the back head print, sorry, has the weird worms kind of wiggling out of it. The arm print is still there, just on a trans blue arm. And yeah, I absolutely love this figure. I love all of these minifigs that I've shown in this video, to be honest. I've not got too many complaints. Any complaints that I do have, I have voiced. So yeah, that is just about it. So yeah, there are all of the different variations of every Forbidden Five member. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It has been a pretty difficult collection to amass. Mainly the official Forbidden Five minifigs, and most specifically this Kerr minifig that you're seeing right now, has been a pain to get. However, now that I've got this Kerr, there are so many videos that I can make that I've just been waiting on. Every Elemental Master, if you remember a few months ago, you may have seen it, you may not have, I made a video showcasing every single Elemental Master ever. However, there were a few that I forgot. There were a few that didn't have official figures yet, and there were a few that didn't even exist then. But the collection has grown quite immensely. I think there were 66 back then. I'm guessing there are probably about 80 figs now. Maybe, no, probably a few, slightly less than 80. However, you know, I got the knockoff Elemental Alliance. I have all of the all of the official Forbidden 5 minifigs. If I just reach over here, I even have the official Farak minifig. So yeah, the Every Elemental Master video is going to go hard. Please subscribe, please stay tuned for that if you're interested. But I think you probably will be, because there are a ton of Elemental Masters that a lot of people don't even know about. So when I make this this Every Elemental Master video, maybe you will learn a thing or two. But yeah, I'm going on with myself a little bit now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.